Hi, I'm Yannick Hanfman.
I'm Ilya Marchenko.
I'm Dennis Kudla.
This is Sebastian Wolfner.
It's Andrea Whistler.
I am Francisco Cerundolo.
And you're listening to the Gametolove Podcast. Hopefully you enjoy it.
Hopefully.
Hey everybody, and welcome to a brand new season of some GTL action here. We have a WTA final, the very first WTA 500 final of 2024, featuring our 2023 Australian Open finalists, Aryna Sabalenka versus Elena Rybakina. Well, my name is Cubby, folks. If you haven't seen me before, I'm very happy to be back with you all. Hope you guys had a very nice holiday season and you're ready for some great tennis. 28 degrees, cloudy over in Melbourne right now, about 5:07 p.m. So it's 9:07. I'm in Vancouver, BC, Canada. Now, hopefully y'all can hear me and everything. I'm just gonna make sure because yeah, okay, I can hear myself on the open YouTube page. All right, folks. So so once again, hello to everyone. We are in for a pretty blockbuster matchup here. So we have the world number 2 versus the world number 4, but the number 1 and 2 seeds coming into this tournament. So right now we have Elena Rybakina is gonna serve first, which means I need your predictions. Let me know who you think is gonna win, and I'll give you mine right after this. Let's go. Yep, here we go, folks. Predictions. I am gonna go ahead and say that. God, this is a tough one. I'm gonna go ahead and say Rybakina is gonna take it in a tough 3-setter. That's what I'm going with. Let me know what you think as well. We got Dave K in the house saying Rybakina, the Kazakhstani crusher, with the 6-4, 5-7, 6-3 win. So agreeing with me. So way to go, Dave. It's been such a long time, Covey. I agree, Gene. It's been too long, I might say, my friend. By the way, do you like this setup, Gene and Kathy? I know you guys, and Dave as well. And also, hello from Canberra. We have Nil Nick. Welcome, Nil Nick. All right, forehand cross-court battle going, but SABALENKA with a forehand that sails long. So Rybakina, serving first in this one, has won the first 3 points in the match. What do you think of this setup? Do you like this setup? Or, actually, let me get your guys' opinion. Do you like this setup? Oopsie, this is what I meant to do. Do you prefer this, or do you prefer how it was last year, where it was more like this guy? Do you like that one? I kind of like having my face bigger. I feel like I got a nice face. I got to put it out there. So let me know what you guys say. Curious to know. I'm sure if I'm doing anything wrong, Ben and JG will let me know. But Rybakina finally concedes a point. So unable to close out a game to love, but she does have 2 more game points early here. Gene saying this is better. So I think you're talking about the current setup. This one, right? So, okay, good. That's face bigger, better. Okay, that's 2 now. We got Gene saying this is better. So yeah, thank you guys very much for the feedback. All right, we got a backhand to backhand. Ooh, one off the baseline from Rybakina, and Sabalenka's response goes long, and it's a pretty easy hold. Elena Rybakina holds for the first game in this final here, folks. Pretty exciting. All right. Man, this glare on my lenses. What's going on here? You know, it's always new kinks, right? New year, new stuff going on. Hey, by the way, folks, if you haven't done so, please like this video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. We have a whole bunch of action all the time. I don't know if you watched in the last year, or my first year here, but I know I covered at least 20 different tournaments, whether it was one match or several, but GTL's got something going on always. So if you love tennis, stick around, subscribe to the channel, And you can also support in several different ways. If you go down in our description box below, you can join the Discord and all that fun stuff, get merch. All right, Sabalenka serving for the first time in the day. Nice serve out wide, and it's a winner return up the line from RYBAKINA. So very, very sharp-looking return to start her return day here from the Kazakhstani player. Beautifully done. And that was a very hard first serve. We'll also get into the kit situation and all that. Here we go. Sabalenka. First serve into the net at love 15. Of course, Sabalenka reaching the world #1 position, and she had it for virtually every week of last year. And she was unable to hold it at the very last week of the season. Iga Świątek took it back and got to end the season as world #1, which is a pretty prestigious thing, obviously, right? So kind of crazy for Sabalenka. She's literally had it for the entire well, that's not true. She didn't have the world #1 for the entire year, but she held the race like until the very last like she was leading in the race the entire year, but at the very, very end, Iga ended up squeaking away with the world #1. Pretty crazy stuff. But congratulations to Sabalenka. But she's under some pressure here. It's love 30, and it's a second serve. Second serve is good. Forehand return. Nice and deep. Forehand Sabalenka. Backhand RYBAKINA. Nice and deep again. And the Sabalenka backhand into the net. And she kind of stops in frustration and then moves on. It's love 40. Triple break point for Aryna Sabalenka. Sorry, for Elena RYBAKINA. Oh gosh, I'm going to do that a lot, aren't I, today? Let's see. Let's see. All right. Also, folks, in case you're wondering, we've got a pretty good matchup, looks like, going on. Coco versus, we'll keep you posted on that as well. Good first serve, backhand block return. Now Sabalenka +1 is a screamer up the line. RYBAKINA got a racket on it, but does not get back over the net. And one break point has been saved. 2 to go. Here we go. I can't believe this is a rematch of the epic AO final. Yeah, that was a phenomenal match. I can rewatch that match every time. One of the best majors. I agree, especially on the women's side. Just fully packed, great shot making. I remember Sabalenka had to overcome a little bit of nerves on the serves, but then she really kind of pushed through. Iga in world #1 2 years in a row is crazy. She got it post US Open. Yes, thank you, Gene. I knew that she had the race the entire, like, because she won in Adelaide 1, I believe, or something last year. She won in the lead up to the Australian Open. Then she won the Australian. So she had this massive lead in the race. But yeah, you're right. Thank you. Gene's always on it. Thanks, man. I'm loving it. Let's see. Let's see what's going on in this other match. I want to. Oh, my screen is frozen. See if I can get it again, or maybe this site won't let me watch 2 matches at the same time. And we do have an official break, by the way, folks. It is a break from RYBAKINA, first one of this final. All right, she deserves the button, but right now we can't because we're already into this game. Obviously, we had no changeover, and RYBAKINA has made her way. A nice drop volley. Sabalenka racing up to the net to get it, but the backhand is pushed wide, and RYBAKINA showing some nice variety, some great returns, some good serves, good ground strokes, and now she comes in. She does a serve +1 and then comes in. No, it's not a serve and volley, but it was like a serve +1 volley, if that makes sense. It was her. She came in after her second shot, but it kind of reminded me of a serve and volley type of play. Another good serve to the backhand of Sabalenka, and that backhand goes wide, and it is now 30 love. So RYBAKINA 2 quick points and just 2 points now away from consolidating the early break. All right. Svitolina won the first set tiebreak, but Goff should have won the first set at 5-3. Had a couple of set points. Okay, yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know. It's not letting me do it. I don't know what's going on, but you know what? That's fine. I should focus on this match anyways. I can just check out the score of that one. And there are a lot of scores actually going on right now. Actually, where are the live scores? We have had a lot of matches today. Tons and tons of tennis. If you love tennis, this is like Christmas and all the holidays put together for you. Sabalenka, another forehand off the ground strokes, goes long, and RYBAKINA has won a majority of the points here. Yeah, there you go. She's won 8 of the last 10 points, and we're only in game number 3. So there you go. RYBAKINA with a sharp start to this final. First serve. It's an ace out wide, and it's a consolidation on the break. That is definitely worthy of some button action. So here, let's get this first. RYBAKINA off to a quick start, up a break 3-love in the first set. Elena RYBAKINA. There you go. Great start. Great start. Here we go. Good for tennis. Playing mom Svitolina. Yes, she is. And she had a great little run after she gave birth and came back last year. Did she make it to French Open semis, I believe? I'm sure Jean's going to correct me if I'm wrong. But I believe she went to the French Open semis, and maybe she did some damage at one of the Masters 1000s. But yeah, quick start for RYBAKINA. We got Santi Bertino saying Le están pegando un paseo a Sabalenka. I don't know what that means, but I hope I sounded like it. Such a cool button. Yeah, you know it. You know Ben with the buttons, folks. So I don't know. Last year I would kind of show you what I was having to drink. Now, folks, I'm taking the year off of having alcohol. I just decided, you know what? I'm just not going to drink alcohol. I'm not a huge drinker, so it's not like I know a lot of people it's a big deal, and that's a good thing if that's what you do. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing it because I just want to see what it feels like. And so far so good. Yeah, Svitolina made the Roland Garros quarterfinal. Okay, lost to Saba, and Wimbledon. Thank you very much. Semis lost to Vondrousova, but she beat Iga in 3 sets. I remember that one as well. That was a pretty amazing match. Actually, that when she beat Iga, I was like, "Ooh, she might win this." But alas, she did not. And of course, Vondrousova won her first Wimbledon against Ons Jabeur, who was my pick. And Sabalenka with some good strokes here gets a forehand cross-court winner and is now 15 all after she concedes the first point in this game number 4. But a little more pep in her step, a little more positivity right now. Great forehand stroke. They're showing the side view, and just her form is so spectacular. All right, here we go. Saba. Nice one. Oh, her good serve. The return right back up the middle, and she had a pretty easy +1, but she dumps it into the net. So 15-30, RYBAKINA now. Another pressure point here. RYBAKINA could see a couple break points if she can get this next one. I've seen so many players get a huge win like that and lose their next match. Yeah, for sure. But I think it was because she made it so far in the French Open that when Wimbledon came around and she beat Iga, I was like, okay, maybe this is it. Like if she hadn't done so well in the French, I don't think I would have kind of thought that in that moment that she had a shot at Wimbledon. but it was because of that run in the French Open. But yeah, there you go. Nice serve +1 for Sabalenka, 30 all, back to level here in this game. That was a great example of that. Yeah, and I know what you mean because, for example, when, it's not always when, when one person beats like a highly ranked player, do I think, oh, they're gonna roll and keep winning. Like, I know that's very rare, right? Only usually the better players are going to be able to do that, but it's rare that a Cinderella player comes out of nowhere and actually wins the entire thing. Here we go. It's a break point now. Sabalenka 30-40. First serve is good. Backhand return up the line, hits the line, and it's a winner. And and Elena Rybakina is off to a quick 4-love start. Breaks for a second time. I mean, she's earned it. Got to do it. All right. Well, she's up 4-love, but she just dropped the very first point here on her serve in game number 5, so it's love 15. But yeah, Rybakina with a very hot start to this one, everybody. She's doing everything too. She's coming up to the net, hitting some nice volleys. Like I said before, some great returns. She hit in the very first game. She hit in the first Sabalenka service game, Rybakina, the very first Sabalenka serve of the match, Rybakina hit a beautiful forehand winner up the line to end the last game there. She hit a beautiful backhand, both of them off of first serves that were out wide, and she just timed perfectly. So she's really on right now. And she is up 30-love, +1 cross court. Sabalenka forehand into the net. Very frustrated looking shoulder shrugs, and it is now 15-30. So Sabalenka had a chance to go up love 40 there. She won't be happy that she dumped that into the net. We have a friend. Welcome, friend. Thank you for your comment. Unfortunately, I don't know what you're saying, or I don't understand how to read that language, but I do appreciate that you're here. And Sabalenka again dumps it into the net and throws her racket on the ground. It bounces up high and she goes to pick it up, but she's obviously frustrated. Yeah, pretty wild swing. It wasn't, she didn't whip it, but she just kind of flung it and it bounced up and then landed. I mean, not anywhere near anyone or anything, but it was obvious frustration. Oh, beautiful serve up the tee. It's an ace for Rybakina, and she has another game point for 5-love. 2 aces for Sabalenka. Sorry, I'm gonna do this all night, folks. 2 aces so far for Rybakina, 1 for Sabalenka. Here we go. Good first serve. Beautiful forehand return. Inside in winner from Sabalenka, and we are at deuce. So nice to see from Sabalenka. Better than the racket throwing. All right. We'll get into the kits here in a second. I feel like Rybakina has either worn this kit before last year or something like very, very similar. It's like maybe the pattern or the colors. Yeah, maybe it's a Yonex skirt. It's all like a one-piece, kind of like a tank top skirt combo. Is it called a dress? All right, forehand from Sabalenka up the line, but it goes long. So 2 ground strokes, but Sabalenka once again with an unforced error, and it is Rybakina with another game point. So Sabalenka, she's dressed in all black. She got a black tank top skirt, but her kind of I guess her underwear part is green. That's underneath the skirt. Great serve out wide, backhand block return goes into the net, and it's another hold. 18 minutes in, and it's 5-love for Elena Rybakina. Oh yeah, by the way, Gene sharing, Rybakina hasn't been broken all week. Yeah, she only lost 15 games coming into this match. She did get a little bit lucky as Potapova retired after 8 games. She was up 6-1, 1 love. That was, I believe, in the quarter, maybe the semi. I can check that in a second for you. But nonetheless, yes, it was in the quarterfinals. And then Rybakina takes out Noskova 3-2 to get to this final here. So yeah, both players have been red hot. Neither has become close to losing a set. The closest to Rybakina, she gave up 4 games in the very first set of the tournament. Since then, nothing more than 3. And Sabalenka was cruising. She only lost 4 games in the first 2 matches. 9 in their first 3. So yeah, these women have been crushing it. They seem to be really good, both of these women, at preparing themselves for the beginning of the year. Obviously, last year they both made it to the final of the Australian Open. Sabalenka, I think she had like a, I don't know, 15 match winning streak. I think it was she didn't lose until her third tournament, like Abu Dhabi or Dubai or something like that. But is Saba gonna implode? Well, here's the beautiful thing about Saba is I think one thing that she's learned is she can kind of put bad sets away. I've seen her lose set 6 love and win a match, you know? So I don't think she's gonna implode and lose the match, but she might implode if she hits a couple more kind of unforced errors. Great first serve, a little bit of aggression into it, but her +1 is a backhand into the net, and then she kind of bends down and yeah, body language isn't positive, and she's kind of maybe biding her time, maybe finding a way. By the way, so I was mentioning she's got the black skirt tank top combo with like the neon green kind of under, and then she's got the white socks, white shoes, and no wristbands, no headgear, and her hair is up in a bun. We'll get to the Rybakina one in a second. It's love 15, second serve. Sabalenka trying not to get bageled here in the first set. And if she does, folks, we do have a button for that, and it is one of my favorites. And second serve is a loopy one, which the backhand of a Rybakina sails long. So it's 15 all. So Rybakina, she's rocking the white Yonex visor. She's got the long ponytail. She's got a blue... So she's got her, beautiful serve out wide, and it's an ace from Sabalenka, 30-15 now for the Belarusian. Yeah, so Rybakina, like I said, the white Yonex visor. She's got the her dress, like this part around the collar is solid blue, and then pretty much underneath it, it's all like a floral pattern, blue, white, a little bit of green. She's got her red Yonex racket. And she got her white shoes, white socks, wristband on her left wrist. It's a white one. So there you go. First serve at 30-15 is long. Here comes the second serve. A little bit of a breeze. You can see their wind is blowing the hair of Sabalenka. She's serving. Good second serve. Backhand cross-court return. Backhand slice. It's a drop from Sabalenka. Ooh! Rybakina tries to do a cheeky cross-court cat-and-mouse shot, but it goes into the net. I think if it crossed over, we would have had a very interesting point, but very nice variety there from Sabalenka. It looked like she was going to push a backhand. Last second, she turned it into a kind of a drop slice. And like I said, Rybakina couldn't get that over the net. That's true. I'm still watching Goff Svitolina. Coco up a break in the second right now. Thank you for the update. Kathy, Brian, Kalano from the Czech, is that Czech Republic? No, or the Philippines? No. Gosh, I can't believe I'm. Is that the Czech Republic? Or is it the Philippines? Or is it a different flag? What is wrong with me? No, it's not the Czech, is it? Anyways, Brian Colano, I believe it's the Philippines. Please correct me if I'm wrong, and I apologize because I feel like I should know this, and I might be wrong on both of those. Anyways, a beautiful +1 forehand. Oh my goodness, Sabalenka just pulverizing the ball here, makes her way to the net, and a backhand cross-court from Rybakina. Sabalenka's there, but her backhand volley goes into the net. she had an easy put-away chance, and she had game point, but now we're at deuce, so she's at least a couple points away. Oh my God, Cubby, you're alive, says Manor Sapphire. Hello, dear. How are you? I have work, unfortunately. Are you in the daycare with the kids or in the preschool? Hope you're having a good time in the new year. But missed you too. I miss all you guys. You know, I got a little burnt out at the end of the year. You know, tennis season's like 10 and a half months long. So but yeah, actually the end of my year was unexpectedly got really, really busy because I do work in property management, and you just never know what can happen in that field. Sometimes someone needs a new roof or a toilet or something. And so I had a very crazy end. So I wasn't able to be around as much as I wanted to. I couldn't really do anything after the US Open. I think I did a couple. But yeah, anyways, good to see you as always, Manor, as always. Alba looks lost out there. She does, yeah. RYBAKINA here with a set point. It's a break point for Bagel. Can she do it? Are we getting the Bagel button? First serve out wide by about a foot. So it's about 100. That was just over 100-mile-an-hour serve. Here comes the second serve. Can RYBAKINA put this one away? Good serve, backhand return. Now backhand +1, backhand RYBAKINA, forehand Sabalenka cross court, forehand RYBAKINA, nice and deep. Backhand, another one into the net. Sabalenka puts her hands in the air like, what is going on? As she gets bageled in the first set of the Brisbane International Final, folks. Yes, folks. We have, well, first we have a break. But then we got a bagel!
Well, yeah. We got a bagel. We got a bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel, bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, 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 bagel. We got a bagel. Bagel, bagel.
All righty, folks. Well, there you go. One set in. The stream is 40 minutes long, but the actual match was only 25 minutes so far for that first set to complete. And it was a 6-love bageling of Sabalenka by Elena RYBAKINA. So RYBAKINA started the match with a nice hold, started her return game by hitting a forehand winner off the very first serve that Sabalenka got in. That was an actual rocket. And so she just took charge and did not relinquish it at any point in that set. The stats, I don't even know what the stats are here. Let's take a look. Squeeze me. Well, it looks like the stats that we have here are aces are 2 apiece, double fault Sabalenka 1, RYBAKINA with none. First serve percentage 70 to 65, so not crazy difference, but a little bit. And then the first serve points 1, that's where you got your big disparity. Sabalenka has only won 31% of her first serve points, and she is obviously one of the biggest servers and has the biggest +1, one of the biggest +1, if not the biggest +1 weapon in women's tennis. So obviously she's hit a whole bunch of unforced errors into the net, whole bunch. Both of these players hit about a 2.2 to 2.7 winner to unforced error ratio. Winner to error ratio coming into this final, like both in their semis. So both of them were really good on that ratio. But yeah, Sabalenka is not, and Elena RYBAKINA obviously is continuing that trend that she had in the semifinal. So there you go. RYBAKINA didn't even face a break point either. So there you go. Let's see. It's a bit unexpected. Can Saba do a U.S. Open semifinal comeback like she did against Keith? She can. I mean, she has the capability. I am not counting her out But I will say that unless something's got to give, because right now Rybakina is not missing anything, and Sabalenka is not really making anything. So unless she has to at least bring her level up, even if Rybakina doesn't bring her level down. Rybakina, I don't think. I mean, she could play like this for another 25 minutes, maybe, but it's rare to be able to just completely cruise the whole time. But yeah, I don't know. He bageled her in the first set too. Yeah. Yeah, no, like I said, in big matches and big tournaments, I have seen Sabalenka get bageled and then come back and win. And actually, I think it even happened to her, I believe last year. You know, I'm going to look this up. But I believe last year in her first loss of the entire season, I believe that Sabalenka bageled Krejcikova, and then Krejcikova still won that match. And it's an ace to start set number 2. So Rybakina, it's almost like she's kind of like trying not to smile, you know, like things are going so well. It almost like she has that look on her face like, gosh, I better not smile too much here. Good serve. Forehand is long. 2 swings of the racket for Rybakina, and she's up 30-0 just like that. Okay, what was I going to look up? Oh, yeah, I was going to look up last year's Sabalenka, her results, and tell you, because I think it was that match I want to say Dubai. And it's the second ace of the game here, 40-0 and Rybakina. I don't know, folks. Doesn't look like we're going to have too much of a contested final. 14 of the last 20 points have gone to Rybakina. Oh my God. She's up 40-0, okay? She hits the serve out wide, and Sabalenka's return barely makes it over the net. Rybakina had an easy put-away forehand because Sabalenka was walking off the court to go to her bench like, I got bageled, or sorry, I lost this game to love. And Rybakina sailed her empty net forehand, empty court forehand long. But her serve is good, and she has another +1. This time he goes to the forehand of Sabalenka. Volley backhand from Rybakina, and then Sabalenka this time goes past to the other side. Forehand cross court. And so Rybakina had a chance to put it away at 40-0. She had an empty, easy court. Sabalenka left it. She gave up, but was unable to finish. Will that come back to bite her? Let's find out. These two, plus Iga and Goff, the 4 faves going into Melbourne. I pretty much agree with you there, Dave. I think you hit the nail on the head there. And Rybakina does come through in the end with another, I don't know if that was an ace, but it was an unreturned serve. So either way, she has now won 7 straight games, and she's 5 games away from her first title of the season, 500 level title. I got to do it, folks. I haven't done it for Saba once, but I've done it 3 times now. We're back. Okay, so I said I was going to tell you. So this is what happened last year. Sabalenka won Adelaide 2, so she won her first 4 matches and the first tournament of the year in Adelaide without dropping a set. Then she went all the way to the finals and didn't lose a single set until the final, but she won the Australian Open final. So basically, her first 10 matches of the year, she didn't drop a single set. And then, yeah, so she went to Dubai for the 3rd tournament of the year, and it was a quarterfinal, and she bageled Krejcikova on the first set. She lost the second set in a tiebreak, and then she lost 6-1 in the 3rd set. So she has bageled players and then lost the match, and she has been bageled and won the match. So she has a pedigree of a star, folks. If you follow women's tennis, you know that Sabalenka has the capability of winning any match. She has insane power, as displayed by this beautiful backhand cross-court winner. And it's 15 all. She's got some positive body language. She's hopping between points now. So a great return there from Sabalenka, or from Rybakina, I should say. But Sabalenka painting the line. Beautiful shot. Here we go. Sabalenka, first serve up the tee, and it's an ace. She's up 30-15. I'm getting the feeling that Sabalenka is waking up here. That doesn't mean that I think she's going to win this set and match necessarily, or match. But at least she's showing a little bit better now than she did at any point pretty much in the first set. Okay. Folks, if you haven't done so already, we got about 35 of you in here. So thank you to everyone. If you haven't hit the like button, please consider doing so. We've got about 5 so far. Trying to get as many likes as we can so we can get our algorithm up, if you know what I mean. Game to love. You know it, baby. So we were supposed to have another commentator join me named Bianca. So Bianca, I don't know if you're in the chat. I know you didn't have access to our system due to time difference situation with Ben and JG. But if you are trying to log in, I don't see you popping up here. But if you are still trying to get on or whatnot, please do join me. Happy to have you. Gene saying, I remember in 2021, Krejcikova bageled Badosa in the Sydney 500 final, and Badosa came back and won, I believe. There you go. Bianca Paterkin. I hope I'm saying the last name correctly. Or Peterkin? I don't think it's Peterkin. I'm here trying to get my camera working. All right, Bianca. Well, I'm glad I threw out that little warning shot. So, yeah, if you are trying to get in on it, get it, girl. I'm here. All right, Sabalenka. Trying to get her first game. She is 1 point away. She is up 40-30 on serve here in the second set. She's down 0-1 here, but she's on serve, and if she wins this point, we'll be level at 1 game apiece, and she will have won her first game of the set. Not so fast, though, because first serve is long. Here comes the second serve. Again, 40-30. Hey, I see someone named Bianca. Bianca, give me the thumbs up when you're ready, and I'll put you on. All righty. Whenever you are ready, I will get you. All right, here we go. Sabalenka. All right, folks, welcome to the chat. Please, one time. Bianca's in the house.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Finally fixed. I don't know what problem. I'm coming from my phone, so if the orientation is a little weird, I don't know what's happening with my computer.
No worries.
Right now, but...
Yeah, no worries. Are you in California?
No, I'm in Canada, Toronto. So it's a late one for me, but that's how it's going to be this whole month. So
yeah, you know where I am? Did they tell you?
No, I'm not. I don't remember. Are you in Vancouver?
Yeah, I'm in Vancouver.
Okay.
So
okay,
what
nice.
you're
So
at? Oh my God, it's court. Yeah, no. So the U.S. Open is always good for me, and Australia is not the worst. But Wimbledon and the French Open are kind of annoying for me. They're like kind of ruin my whole sleep schedule. But
No,
even Australia does, but I don't mind it as much. But yeah. Well,
yeah,
that's cool. We got a Torontoite.
My girl, because I'm a huge Sabalenka fan, and she's not doing well. We need her to get the energy out.
Yeah, well, she's got the advantage here. Good serve. Backhand Sabalenka. Backhand Rybakina. Now the forehand Sabalenka goes long. Back to deuce. So she's had 2 or 3 chances now to get 1 game under her belt, but is just unable to make it over the hump. Back to deuce.
The body language is not looking positive from her at all right now, and I feel like that snowballs things for her when she starts to not do the positive motions.
Yeah, it's hard to. It's like a train, right? They say like you can't stop. You can't change the direction of a train, right? You got to wait for it to like all the momentum to slow down. Then it has to come to a stop. Then you have to like go backwards.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how sports momentum can, especially in tennis. You can see it and feel it when you're a fan. Yeah. Oh, what a beautiful forehand cross-court winner from the middle of the court by Rybakina. And she has Another break point opportunity. Looking for her fourth break point chance, or fourth break in 4 attempts.
Nothing Aryna could do there. She didn't even make a move towards it.
Yeah, she splits that. She basically, so her shot was she shot it right up the middle, but because it wasn't deep, it basically gave Rybakina the opportunity to choose, do I want to go like inside out or inside in? And so basically Sabalenka was rendered to become like a soccer goalie where she had to guess left or right, you know? Yeah. All right, another break point here. Sabalenka. That's why in tennis you got to hit the ball deep, you know? If you know these pros, if you give them like 2 or 3 inches short, like they're going to put it to bed. Nice forehand from Rybakina off the tape, backhand Sabalenka, and it went off the tape. I think it kind of messed her up because her backhand went pretty long and wide, although all of her shots have been going long and wide
Very long and
today,
wide.
but it's another break. Let's hit that break button for Elena Rybakina. All right, 8 games in. 8 games won by Elena Rybakina, and she's just 4 games away now from the WTA 500 title in Brisbane. So have you been watching the whole thing, however, Bianca?
I've been cluing in and out a little bit. I haven't watched any of their previous matches. I've just been hearing how they've both been playing super well. No one has dropped any sets en route to this final. So I was thinking it was going to be pretty contentious, maybe, you know, some shades of the Australian Open final, but it's been a steamroll so far.
Yeah, there's like the intensity is nothing like that match. It doesn't feel like a final, honestly. Funny enough, it feels kind of like an exhibition, which is the last time they played. It was right before, right at the very end of last year, just a couple days before New Year. So they've actually played each other recently. Last year they played 4 times, splitting 2 wins each. So
who won the exhibition match?
It's a good question. I will tell you in 3 seconds. It was the World Tennis League, and that was on December 22nd. And
Great
it was
volley.
Rybakina won it.
No.
What?
Great shots from Rybakina.
It was only. It was one. It was weird. I guess it was a different format. It was played with special rules, but basically it was it went one. It was just one set. It went to a tie break, but it's a 10-point tie break. Sabalenka won, so not really indicative. But here we go. Rybakina is up 30-15, looking to consolidate her latest break and go up 3-love here in this final in the second set. Second serve is good. Backhand return cross court.
Started.
And we got backhand up the middle. Now backhand Rybakina, and a rare backhand unforced error from Rybakina as her backhand goes into the net. Okay. And it's 30-all. Oh, hello, my friend. It looks like we got TCK in the house. Where is it? Where is it? I saw it. Oops. I saw it here somewhere. There we go. Greetings and prosperity in 2024. Cheers, Covey. And new person is Bianca. Yeah, welcome, Bianca. She is from Toronto. Couple of Canadians, couple Canucks here for you. Daniela Cinderella with a big thumbs up. This is just wild, saying Gene. Will Joker win his 11th AO and 25th major, or a risk of concern? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm very, very curious.
I think that 11th major, that 11th AO is in the bag. Anytime he has some injury, some niggle, something, it never amounts to anything. He plays.
He knows how to handle. Yeah, he knows how to get himself ready. He knows how to handle it. I mean, I think it would be amazing if he gets to that. It'd be crazy. I just want to. Hopefully, it would be amazing if we get like a Final Four of like Sinner, Djokovic, Nadal. Oh, there we go. We have our first game for Sabalenka, and she kind of facetiously kisses to the heavens. And Bianca's stoked. We got 1 out of 9 games. You know what? She's got one, and I think that we should give her a button. Let's go.
Saba, Saba, Saba.
We got TCK saying, Bianca, welcome to GTL. You know what? I feel bad because I hate how the comments are covering your face. When I wonder, now, we do have another setup. This is how our setup used to be. Like that. So this way your face doesn't get cut off. How about, that's probably better, huh?
There we go. Yeah.
You guys let me know in the comments. You let me know what's better because I don't want to cut off. Bianca has such a lovely face. We don't want to cut that off. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep it on this, and then I just have to take the box. But box. Boom. All right, we'll clean it. All right, so we're good. All right, folks. So right now, Aryna Sabalenka has called a trainer, and now I don't think it's an official medical timeout. Or is it just a changeover? But Elena Rybakina is talking to her coach. Her coach is sitting there. She actually literally just walked right up to her.
I love how they're matching.
I'm sorry?
They're matching, her and her coach.
Yeah, they're wearing the same outfit. Actually, you know what I need to do? Sorry, the guy in the stadium, my volume is too high on the speed that I'm watching the match on. Ah, there we go. Say something?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, okay, that's better. That's better. Okay, yeah, it was just the I guess like the ambient stereo or the stadium sound was just way too loud. All right, that's much better, much better. Okay, all right. So yeah, so it looks like we are in a medical. Is it an official? It's not showing it on my screen, but I think we are in an official medical timeout, based on the way that Rybakina is also just like chilling with her coach. Compliment King, are you from New Jersey? I'm pretty sure you're from New Jersey, or you're a Devils fan. But anyways, even if you are not from New Jersey but are still a Devils fan, I just want to say my condolences. Vancouver Canucks beat you guys tonight. Happens. Vancouver's doing really, really well, and I'm very, very happy. So I just want to say that. I want everyone to know. Sound is a bit funky, Covey. Uh-oh. Is my sound? Let me know, Gene. Is it still funky, or was it funky just 3 minutes ago when you hit that? Bianca, can you hear me well?
I'm hearing you good on my end. I don't know if it would sound different because I'm within the stream.
Yeah. I feel like okay, well, I just quickly listened to myself on the YouTube thing. Anyways, guys, let me know if it's still sounding funky. I hope it doesn't. I kind of rearranged my mic situation, so it should be good. But anyways, medical timeout, like I said, still going on. Something to do with her thighs. I don't know if you saw it, but it looked like they were working like, yeah, her left. It looks like her left inner thigh, upper thigh, kind of mid thigh. Yeah. So she doesn't seem too concerned. That's a good sign. She's just like chatting with the physio here.
Yeah, maybe she just needs a reset, a pause.
Yeah.
She did
Well,
take
they
a
did
medical
do
timeout in that the US Open final. Didn't look like she needed one, but I think that was gripping at straws.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah, I think players, they're doing that now. It's become strategy, like and there's nothing wrong with doing that, but I do know that, like, I was reading recently, a former player was saying that it's kind of, they should kind of lock it down.
But who's to say? Like, you can't really dictate whether someone is feeling in pain or not. So I feel like they're just going to keep doing it.
Yeah, well, the bathroom break. Okay, like say if you win the first set of a match, you're in a 3-setter. You win the first set, you lose the second set. A lot of times, whoever loses the second set will just take a bathroom break, just because they're like, okay, that other person has momentum. I don't want them to just get up to the line and serve right now. I'm going to take 5 minutes, and that's where I don't like it. When people are just like, oh, I'm not feeling it, because it feels like you're supposed to get through those moments, that's the part of tennis. But if you're not breaking a rule, it's not a thing. But I'm just wondering, because I've just heard more chatter about that in the last kind of couple years than I have before. All right, we are back. Rybakina serving up 2-1. Sorry,
Wild
Sabalenka serving
errors.
down
Wild
2-1. Sorry?
Some wild errors from her right now.
Yeah, crazy. But we are still on serve. Sabalenka down love 15. Still not looking like she's found her way into the match yet, folks. First serve is good. Nice deep return now. Oh, good response from Sabalenka, very deep, and then the backhand from Rybakina goes long, and it's 15 all. Low blow, Covey. There you go. Yep. Actually, it's funny because the Vancouver Canucks captain has two brothers that play for the New Jersey Devils. They're actual siblings. So pretty fun stuff for that family tonight. All right, Sabalenka with an overhead, but she doesn't put it away, and it's a backhand from Rybakina. This time it's a short ball that is crushed. Forehand winner by Sabalenka. And she's got a little bit of fist pump action, just like Bianca over here. So that's a good sign. She's finding her way back into this match, potentially. As long as she stays on serve here, she's got a shot.
Crucial hold. If she doesn't hold here, I fear it's over.
Yeah, very likely. I mean, she's one of the few players who I wouldn't count out until, she loses the last game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't bet on her to win if she loses this game.
She's also one of those players who I don't say she's won until the point is done. Like, it could go either way when she's playing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, she's volatile. She's like Bitcoin. Like, she'll just go up and down. And a nice kind of return +1 for Rybakina, and she has an easy forehand up the line as Sabalenka had to guess there off the short ball. There you go. Another example. You give them a short ball, and then you basically are reduced to having to guess because they have so much time to get there and then kind of decide. And the better players are going to kind of use their peripheral vision to see you kind of cheat to the left or right, and then they'll go the opposite way. First serve is a let from Sabalenka here, 30 all in game number 4 in the second set. So have you called it other matches? Is this one of your first ones?
I've done a few others. I did one on here before. But yeah, I've done a few on some different channels. I've only recently started commentating this year. I've played tennis my whole life and really started getting into like making videos and like short stuff about it over the last 2 years. But yeah, I'm fairly new to commentating.
Nice. Well, I'm only a year in. I got in touch with the guys November 2022, but I didn't actually, it was just like the very end of the season. So I didn't actually start until right at this point last year, pretty much.
Okay.
I basically really started at the Australian Open last year. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's pretty cool. I've never done anything like this before, but I really enjoy it. So, oh, what a forehand ripper winner from Rybakina. She is hitting the ball so well right now.
And giving no reaction, just the ice cream.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's another thing, and it's like, Sabalenka's the type of player who feeds off of emotion, and so when you're playing someone who's killing it and then like not even fist pumping, it's almost like discouraging.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you. This is the $1 million question. I grew up as a hockey player. I played for like 30 years, and I played in like U.S. college. And tennis was my second sport. It was my second kind of love, but it was my summertime sport. But in the last few years, I have gone all in on pickleball. I entered my first couple tournaments like last year. I love pickleball. Doubles. I don't like singles, but
I have never touched that sport in any way. I don't know. I've never gotten into it. I go to the public courts and I see the lines all over them, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is taking over.
Well, here in Vancouver, like all of the you'll go to a place where they converted, like there's a place that has like 18 tennis courts, and they converted like 6 of them to pickleball, and the pickleball courts are full from morning till sundown. every single court, and the tennis courts aren't. It's crazy. It's becoming a thing as well.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I don't like if someone were to like, do you want to play doubles tennis? I'd be like, no, I want to play pickleball. But if someone's like, do you want to play singles tennis? I'd be like, yes. And I don't want to play singles. It's kind of weird. Yeah, because it's kind of like this interesting chess match that you don't really get in like doubles tennis. But yeah, I was just curious because I know that in Vancouver it's like huge, but I was curious about Toronto and you being a tennis player. I know there's a couple of people on the channel who are like hugely against pickleball, like that are commentators.
Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I by principle, I feel like I can never play this now because it's just
you're exactly how I like. That was me. I was like, no, this is for like grandparents. Like I'm not into this. But then yeah, my cousin just kind of kept him getting me to go, and I kind of fell for it. So yeah, it's pretty good. It's a good way to like stay in shape, and I think it's a good way for people who like want to play a sport. Like it's hard when you're like 55. Like my buddy's dad, he's like, I if I could play tennis for the rest of my life, I would, but I can't. I have 2 bad knees. He's a big dude now. He's got like a pot belly, and he's like, I can only play doubles if that. But he's like, now with pickleball, I could play like for 2 hours, and because you don't have to like cover all that space. So in some ways, it's good like that, but it's definitely a little more simple. Another forehand return winner from Rybakina.
My gosh.
Smoking the ball up the line. That's the 3rd time she's done that in the match.
You'd think Sabalenka would be maybe a little bit more prepared for that shot now. It's been happening so many times.
Well, the thing is, first of all, she's hitting these beautiful serves out wide, first serves. And normally against anyone else, that's a winner. But Rybakina's hitting it so well. Like right there. Another break there because Rybakina hit a first serve, backhand return cross court with so much pace that Sabalenka couldn't handle it. And her +1 goes long. So there you go. It is another break. Rybakina is now up 3-1 and now just 3 games away from the title.
All right, I'm gonna have to do a slight move right now with my phone because streaming on the phone, it's sucking the charge. So we're just gonna grab my charger.
All good. All right, so looking to consolidate the break and go up 4-1 is Elena Rybakina after winning the first set 6-love. So now just a few points away from the title, and it has been kind of a stinker here, folks. Right now, Sabalenka has lost 9 out of 10 games played, and Rybakina is all over it. Here we go. First serve at 15-love into the net. One of the few things that has not gone perfectly for Rybakina so far. Here comes the second serve. It's a kicker, backhand, cross court, and back from Rybakina. Now another backhand cross court, backhand from Sabalenka up the middle, forehand Rybakina, forehand Sabalenka, backhand cross court Rybakina for the winner. Little slight fist pump, and she's up 40-love. And just 1 point away from yet another consolidated break. The retired baby boomers love pickleball just like they loved tennis in the 70s. There you go.
You know, maybe I'll have to give it a try. Maybe it's one of those things that doesn't look super fun to watch, but maybe to play, it's fun.
It's not fun to watch at all. Like, I mean, I commentate on tennis. I don't watch pickleball. Like, I know it sounds ridiculous. But yeah, I kid you not. For 2 full years, I was like, this sport is stupid. It's for old people. I just kept on telling my buddy, my cousin, who's just like, let's play. But my cousin, he's like 6'2". I'm like 5'9". So and he's got these knee problems. So for him being tall, lanky, and rangy and having knee problems, he just couldn't get around a tennis court. So he's like, Cubby, come on, play. And I was like the racket sport guy growing up. He was the soccer player. So he always wanted me to be like his partner, so I could kind of be someone who he could be like, okay, we could still play good players. And so yeah, I got into it that way. But here we go. Rybakina 40-15. But yeah, it took me literally 2 years, and then last year I finally was like even the people on the channel know, like I was playing like 4 to 6 hours a day from spring to summer. No, like I was legitimately addicted, like legitimately.
Wow.
And the break has been consolidated. It's a good hold from RYBAKINA. She's up 4-1.
This is good stuff from RYBAKINA and makes me hopeful for the Australian Open because I really, really want her to win a major this year. I would love more WTA players to get multiple majors. We have a lot of one-hit wonders out there, so I feel like if anyone could do it this year, it would be her.
Yeah, I mean, well, both of these ladies have a shot now to do it. I mean, they finally each have. I mean, well, of course, RYBAKINA won her first one at Wimbledon 2 summers ago, and obviously, she's actually. It doesn't feel like it, but she's only been to 2 finals. She's won the Wimbledon one and then lost the final here in Australia last year, and then Sabalenka lost the U.S. Open final last year, and then of course won the Aussie Open. So it seems I feel like they should have more than 4 combined Grand Slam finals between the two of them.
Yeah.
But I think this year definitely we can expect each of these players to very strongly. I would bet that one of these 2 women are going to win at least a major, if not both of them. Yeah, and Sabalenka's last year was amazing. I think she went to the semis of every
major. Yeah,
she went to the semis, and then the finals. 2 finals, won 1, lost 1, and then so yeah, pretty amazing year. And then she won, was it Madrid, and RYBAKINA won Indian Wells, so they had amazing amazing years, both of them. Looks like Raducanu got a wild card for the Aussie Open. Can't see her in qualifying, says Alex. I did not know that either. No, it was a direct entry. Oh, okay. How? She's ranked 301. Protected ranking. Ah, okay. There you go. It's funny because I was reading the comments, but I was actually like registering everything as though like the conversation was happening as I was clicking them. So there you go. It's always Gene. I don't know if you've had Gene on one of your chats, but he's always going to help. If you say something and you're not sure, he'll like look it up for you.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. Sabalenka up 30 love here, so she's gonna try and make RYBAKINA earn at least a little bit of this match.
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see. Second serve is good. Forehand is wild, about 3.5 feet wide from RYBAKINA, and it's 40 love. So Sabalenka on the verge of a second game here, folks, in this final. 1 hour into the match exactly. Saba won Madrid. Thank you. RYBAKINA won Rome and Indian Wells. Thank you. Yeah, I knew Saba had Madrid, and I knew RYBAKINA got Indian Wells. I forgot about who won Rome. There you go. See, there's an example. Gene's always got it. And it is a game to love, folks. Ooh. Sabalenka holds. We get to finally hit this button. All right, so 2 games away now from the title is RYBAKINA. First serve at love all goes off the net and long. Here comes the second serve. Good one. Forehand Sabalenka, forehand RYBAKINA, forehand Saba, as she almost stretches into the splits, kind of, but that forehand goes into the net. And so just 7 points now is what separates RYBAKINA from the trophy. Comeback starts now, says Gene. We have Sid.
You never know.
Yeah, it's not over till it's over.
That U.S. Open semifinal with Madison Keys. Anything is possible.
My rule is if you're a top player and you're within 1 break, no set is over.
Yeah.
Ooh, RYBAKINA tried to redirect a backhand up the line. And if she had done that, it would have shown some phenomenal strength of wrist, but also just poised to get that in. But it was just wide. 15 all here. We have Sid from Pakistan. Welcome, Sid. Nice to have you, my friend. My dad was born in Pakistan. before about 3 days, less than a year before they split from India. So Pakistan was yet a state in India when my dad was born there, and then us not being Muslim, we had to like leave because our family was Hindu, so moved to India. Pretty crazy stories, actually. My family had to go through, from what I hear. My life's been easy. I'm in Canada. pretty chill. Here we go. RYBAKINA 30-15. Nice first serve, block back return. It's a short one, and then the +1 cross court forehand inside in from RYBAKINA is a winner, and she now is on the verge of taking a 5-2 lead here in the second set. We have winner Sabalenka, says Sid. Looks like RYBAKINA is not in the mood to give up the break. Nope, not yet.
Not at all.
All right, second serve here, 40-15. And a block return, and then the +1 goes to the backhand cross court, which Sabalenka returns up the middle, and RYBAKINA forehand goes cross court and wide. So not over just yet, but still another game point in the bag here for RYBAKINA. Pickleball should be illegal for anyone under 60. Learn to run. Well, it's that's the funny thing, you know. I used to think that it's like, oh, you don't lose calories and stuff. I burned 2,400 calories playing like 4 hours the other day. Like, but it's also like I take it seriously, you know. Like, you know, I'm going as hard as I can. Like, I'm trying to, like, in tennis, I'm like a 4.5 to 5. Like when I'm playing, I'm a 5 level, but I would say right now, if you ask me, I'm definitely like 4.5 ish, just because I'm rusty. But in pickleball, I'm probably like a 4.25 right now, but I'm trying to get to 5, and that's difficult because so many players there's so many more players now that like the baseline of skill is like, so if being a 3.0 like last year isn't the same as this year because there's like so many more players. Does that make sense? It kind of changes what a rating is. Yeah. Let's see. What are you two's thoughts on Saba's comments to the Aussie crowd about US Open final?
Huh. Well,
I don't know what the comment was. Do you know what it was?
She was saying if she had this much support there, she would have won. But like, she did have a lot of support, so I don't know what the heck she was talking about.
Well, okay. First of all, the U.S. Open, you're never gonna out-support an American.
An American, for starters.
Period.
But like,
yeah, like it's over right there.
uh-huh.
But and you know, Coco as well. I think that, you know, everyone's like, she's a name. You know, it's not like she just came out of nowhere and just won it. You know, so people have known her for a while. They're firmly behind her, and she was playing so well in Cincinnati before when she won against. What's the other, the Czech, the one who came out of nowhere after
Mukova.
injury last year? Huh?
Mukova.
Yes, Mukova, who was like basically made almost all the crazy finals last year. Mukova, yeah. So yeah, that was a phenomenal few weeks of tennis. It was crazy. From the Djokovic Alcaraz final to the end of the US Open was like pretty crazy on both the men's and women's side. All right, Sabalenka now serving to stay in this match, in this tournament, in this final. And she's up 15-0. A nice approach to the net, gets a short ball, and then easy forehand cross-court crusher. Sid saying, okay, bye, brother. Take care, Sid. Thank you for joining. It looks like, Pakistan, it's 10:15 for me. So I'm thinking Pakistan is 10:45 a.m. for you. I'm pretty sure. Saba's my lady, but I wasn't fond of it. A little tasteless. Cheers to Coco. That was interesting, says Gene. All right, 15-all. Will Sabalenka, what do you think, Bianca? Is Sabalenka going to hold and make RYBAKINA serve it out? Or is she going to crumble right here?
I have no idea. I've learned not to bet on her, make any predictions, just to watch and cheer when
Yeah.
she wins, and that's it.
Ooh, backhand cross court from Sabalenka. I
Oh.
thought it might have painted the line, but it was
Yeah, it
wide.
looked close, but no. 2 points away now is Rybakina.
Yep, just 2 points away from a chance here at the title. What are your thoughts on no more lines, people?
I kind of like lines people. I like that little bit of drama that comes when maybe they make a wrong call and we get a challenge. For me, for the viewer, when it's just all like automatic, I don't know. I feel like something is missing a little bit.
You know, like for me, I appreciate the accuracy. So I would rather it be the right call every time than, because like, for example, last year, a nice inside out forehand up the line there from Sabalenka, or else she would have been down double match point there. So under pressure, Sabalenka with a nice shot. I remember last year, Andy Murray lost a set in one of the majors, and he ended up losing that match because he didn't have it was Wimbledon, I think. It was Wimbledon because they stupidly used lines people still.
He didn't
And
challenge, or he had no challenges or
he didn't have a challenge. But we knew, all of us on TV were like, but it was in. What are you doing? Challenge it, right? But he didn't have one. And so that to me is like, now we're robbing players of like paydays, of making it to the next round. And so for me, I'm 100% like, I'm not one of those guys who's like, yeah, technology is better all the time with everything. But in this case, it makes it more accurate, and that's all that really matters. And Sabalenka holds.
Oh, she lives.
Yeah, she survives. She's gonna make Rybakina serve out this set and match. And this is the moment, folks. If Rybakina is about to seize up or lose focus or feel the nerves, this moment right now, in the next 3 to 4 minutes, is probably where we would see that.
She has ice in her veins. I don't feel like that's gonna happen.
Okay. I gotcha. I see you, Bianca. I see that you're not going to make a prediction for Sabalenka, but you'll make a prediction for Rybakina. That means you're a true fan. That's like me. I'm like, I'm never gonna for me, it's all about the Canucks, right? Like that's the one thing I need to see before I die is the Stanley Cup, which I'm not sure will happen, but so I can never be sure until like they've won. Here we go. Forehand from Rybakina. Sabalenka on the run, and she hits a beautiful forehand, but Rybakina cuts it off. Backhand volley into the open space, and with a lot of poise, the Ice Queen takes a 15-0 lead here and is now 3 points away from the title. And a six-figure payday. Actually, both of these women are going to get a six-figure payday. It's $220,000 for the winner, and that's in American dollars. About 135,000 US for the runner-up. Second point here. Ooh, first serve, and Sabalenka rips a forehand up the line, and then a nice fist pump. So some good body language here. Wow. But the Ice Queen calmly bouncing the ball, turns around, turns her back to the court, settles herself. And she's back up to the line here. 15-all serving. Great first serve. Block back return. Wide. Chip block from Sabalenka goes too far cross court. And now Sabalenka is under the gun as Rybakina is up 30-15, 2 points away from the title. And first 500 trophy. Thank you. It'll be her 5th career title, first 500. So she's won a major before she's and a 1,000, a couple 1,000s.
She's moving backwards.
There we go, folks. A beautiful forehand volley into the open court, and I just gotta hit this button real quick because it's match point.
Match point.
Double match point for Elena Rybakina, looking to take the title here in Brisbane to start the year. First serve. Ooh,
I thought that was an
thought it
ace.
was an ace, but it was just wide. See, that's the beauty. Like, I do love the challenge calls. So, like the anticipation.
Oh,
Oh,
was it out?
she missed it.
She missed.
Sabalenka ran around the
Man.
second serve and put every single ounce that she had into that forehand. And she tried to just rip a forehand winner. She's actually smiling as she
Yeah.
gives Elena Rybakina a hug. So they're in good spirits. So yeah, always good to see. And both of these women have a lot of respect for each other. Like I said, they faced each other 4 times last year in all of them in big matches. One of them was a quarter, a semi, a couple finals. So they definitely will have more epic battles, I would say. But this one was definitely a very pedestrian kind of match for what I thought between these two.
There has to be a
What do you think?
few dud matches between them, but I feel like we'll get a good one this year, hopefully at a slam.
Yeah, I mean, very possible. How do you guys like this setup? I like this one too. Yeah, I think, well, I mean, they're obviously usually going to be across from each other most of the time, or they're going to be set up to not face each other until the semis anyways of virtually any tournament. So, I think we're gonna be in for a few more of these matchups for sure. But yeah, that was definitely a little bit of a listless final, and I don't mean that to be disrespectful. It just, there was no point really where it was a match, right?
Yeah, she wasn't there, and you could see it from her body language. There was no point where it looked like she was turning it around, really. But congratulations to Elena Rybakina. It's a great start to the year, winning the first tournament of the year that you've played in. It can only set the tone for greater things to come.
That's the one I was looking. I was like, huh. Yes, well put, well said. I agree. Sign of things to come. But yeah, definitely good week for both of these players. And as mentioned, these women were in the finals of the Australian Open last year. And they obviously both are really good at preparing for the beginning of years. Now, folks, if you haven't done so, please hit like on the video and subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm looking here and it said, we have 30. I don't know why my screen was stuck on 5 likes, but I just hit refresh. We're at 34. So not bad. We didn't get to 100. And I don't know if you know what happens, Bianca, when you get to 100.
I do
but we
not.
have a 100 like button. Oh, man. And it is a good button. And I would cheat and just play the button right now, but that's cheating.
We can't do that.
Yeah. So, we got Gene saying Czar 7.0. It's a tip. I was like, what is that? Thank you very much, Gene. Giving us a 7. That's what's the currency in South Africa, my friend? Apologies for not knowing. But yeah, that is really cool. Thank you so much for the tip, Gene. Really appreciate it. And Gene, would you like a button for that tip? Please let me know, because I have the keys to the automobile. Meaning, Ben actually sent me the list of all the buttons, so I can actually download one right now if you want. So we got about 1 or 2 minutes before we're going to close this stream, Gene. So if we see your comment with which button you want in the next couple minutes, we'll put it on there. Any other kind of closing thoughts? Any predictions for the Aussie Open coming up? Men's, women's, anything?
Well, men's, I'm sticking with Djokovic. I think he's getting 11. For the women, I think Iga Świątek has a good chance. I know she's probably really going to look to get another slam besides, obviously, like the French. I think Wimbledon and Australian Open, her sights are going to be set on that. And she's playing really well right now at the United Cup. So I think I'm going to go with her to at least get to the final.
Okay, so you're saying Iga is going to make to the final?
Final, possibly win. I'm not sure. I feel like any prediction I make on the WTA side, it's like a toss-up. Could get something completely different in the final.
Okay, sweet. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be cheeky right here and not give my prediction, because Ben and JG usually ask us to do one, kind of make a video that they cut up and put together, which becomes the intro for whenever we do a stream during the Aussie Open. So I'm gonna make our viewers wait patiently for my prediction.
Mine may change. You never know. We'll see in the weeks before how I'm feeling, but this is my soft prediction.
And honestly, you didn't really give it. All you said was, "I think Iga's going to make the final." So you haven't really given an official. So you're being cheeky as well. So that's definitely good. Jean says, "I donated to you or to the chat." Yes, definitely. But Jean, did you want any button? Anything? Any button you would like? Let me know. Going with the number ones, I see, says Alex, talking about Djokovic and Iga. I think referring to you there. We got Vamos, Rafa, Vamos 24, says TCK, and then SWL in the house. Hi, Cubby and everyone. Good game, RYBAKINA. Yeah, she had a good one. She cruised, dropping just 3 games en route to the 500 final. All right, folks. So I think it's going to be time to wrap it up. Jean, we're going to save your button for next time. So thank you for the tip, but I think we got to wrap it up. Any last words, Bianca, for the eve?
No, nothing much. Thanks for having me on. It was short but sweet. And yeah, maybe I'll see you on another stream soon.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you'll see me on some of your streams. I'll come and say hi in the chat and stuff like that. You're welcome to join me anytime. And I know it's 1:30 a.m. for you over there.
This is
the Rand
than in some matches that I've been watching. So
nice. Yeah, like I said, my sleep schedule for like the majors gets like completely flipped on its head. But the US Open's the best for me because like when they go into like 3 a.m, it's like just hitting midnight here. The Rand is the South African currency. Thank you very much. I did not look it up, and thank you, Frank, for sharing that with us. I'll take critique of a button if possible. Alex BG from Bulgaria, buddy. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to ask you for a tip before I can just throw those in. The reason I was offering Gene was because he gave us a tip, so I got in trouble before for handing him out too much for free. But Covey, it's my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, brother. Happy birthday and happy New Year to you. Unfortunately for you, the Vancouver Canucks gave you the wrong present of a loss of the New Jersey Devils. But I do wish you a very happy birthday, brother. Always good to have you on the chat. One of the most positive people and one of the most supportive people. So and thank you, Alex BG, for your understanding. I really appreciate it. But honestly, buddy, next time when no one's looking and you have a request, I'll do my best to put it up there. But as for the stream, I think that's going to do it. Gene, you get a rain check on the button. Bianca, thank you for joining me. Look forward to your streams and many more cool tennis insights from you. I'm going to go ahead and say thank you all for listening from Vancouver, BC. My name is Covey. And this is Bianca. She's in Toronto. And we will see you all, hopefully, very, very soon. Peace out, everyone. Bye. Have a very safe and fun evening or day, whatever it may be for you. Peace.